Yo, it's your boy Primo. Thank you for tuning in. Same day, different shit podcast. The first thing I want to say is, I'm very sad to hear about the passing of Chadwick Boseman. As far as, he's done a lot of things, especially when it came to the Black Panther. The Marvel collection, as far as superheroes defined, it's just really just defining a generation as far as movies. And to have Chadwick Boseman play the character of T'Challa, the Black Panther, he was a perfect fit for it, and he gave young black kids something to look up to. So it's very sad to hear his passing. Also the passing of Clifford Robinson. If you don't know who Cliff Robinson is, he was a great basketball player in the 90s, known for the headband. Loved watching this guy play in the 90s. So we just want to take a moment and give a moment of silence for these two individuals who passed over this past week. Thank you again for tuning in. So the main reason I'm on here today is I want to talk about what I've seen so far over Twitter, and that I've been going back and forth with a few people about. As you can see, I've made a few changes to the decorations here. If anybody that knows me in particular, I'm a diehard Bears fan. Diehard. I stick with them through and through. It doesn't matter. We suck. We're good. It doesn't matter. That's my team. I was very disappointed when I heard a specific tweet that Brian Urlacher specifically had posted, during this whole Black Lives Movement, this, right after the Kenosha shooting and all of that nonsense. If you don't know who Brian Urlacher is, Brian Urlacher is Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame football player. He played 13 seasons for the Chicago Bears. Very good football player. I mean, we're talking about he made the Pro Bowl 8 times. He was four-time first team All-Pro. He was a Defensive Player of the Year. He was a Defensive Rookie of the Year. He carried this team to a Super Bowl. And most people that know football in general can probably not even name one of the starters on offense of that team. That's how good this guy was. He carried that team. He was the face of a franchise, the face of a city, the face of a state. But I have lost a lot of respect for him. He was a hero to many growing up. Yes, I understand he's done a lot for the community and what he's done as far as his programs and stuff out in, the Illinois area, but I don't understand. I don't get it. He posted, and this is specifically what he posted. He said, this is in reference to the Jacob Blake situation. He says, Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game the day his dad died, threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife wanted on a felony assault warrant was shot by police. I mean, and you can see the face I made. It's heartbreaking. Urlacher was also found to have liked an Instagram post calling to free Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, you're not going to hear me say that name a lot just because I can't. I don't want to give this guy too much credit. I don't want to put his name more out there. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's insane. But I'm heartbroken over this because he doesn't understand. He must not understand. I mean, I can't speak to his intentions or what he's thinking, but I don't feel like with this kind of comment he understands really where we're at. Really where we're at with the Black Lives Movement, with the whole social injustice, all of it. It feels like he's on the other side. And Brian Urlacher like I said, he was a hero to a lot of kids. He was one of my heroes growing up. I mean, to be a diehard Bears fan and to watch this guy, basically carry a team and win games for you, it's to see what's going on in our country today and to have somebody like that, it's a head scratcher. You would think he would use his platform as being a Hall of Famer, being a former, player of the year, stuff like that, just all the accolades that he has. You've got a platform where you can really make some change. You can really help in the movement. You have to unite with other athletes, with other people, so that message can be heard. But I feel like he's on the wrong end of that. And if he's not with it, then he's part of the problem. And I hate to say it, and there are going to be people that are mad, and I don't care. Urlacher needs to understand this isn't just about Jacob Blake. This is a movement. Jacob Blake, let's listen. This is a man who was unarmed, facing away from the police, and was shot in the back 7 times. Forget the felony warrants. Forget what you think he was reaching for. Forget what you think what was in the car. Forget what you think. None of that matters, because that's all speculation. The fact is, he was unarmed. The fact is, he took 7 bullets to his back. Kyle Rittenhouse crossed state lines with an assault rifle. Went to a protest. Killed 2 people, injured another. Walked up to police and just had a conversation with them. Everybody deserves their day in court. Everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think, what warrants they might have had or what he did. Just because he had a past, that makes no difference. Everybody deserves their day in court. It's disheartening. It's disappointing. It hurts to know that somebody of that caliber, with that kind of platform, could say such things. This is where the divide is, and this is where we need to unify. I want to honor Chadwick Boseman a little bit. He once said, he spoke he had a commencement speech, or he once said, purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Think about that. It is the reason you are on this planet at this particular time in history. What is your purpose? Find it. I challenge everybody. Find your purpose at this time in history, because this is going to go down in history as... It's just going to go down in history. 2020. The racial divide. The social injustice. I challenge everybody to find that purpose and to make sure that their voices are heard. Make sure your voice is heard.